True manifestation begins when resistance ends, because resistance is the only thing standing between you and what you desire. The moment you release the tension, the fear, the doubt, and the mental struggle, you shift into a state where what you want can finally reach you. Resistance is like a wall built from worry and overthinking. As long as that wall stands, nothing can pass through. But when you let go, when you trust, when you quiet the voice that keeps telling you it's hard or impossible, you open the space for your desire to flow in naturally. Manifestation doesn't respond to pressure, it responds to belief. It responds to ease. It responds to the quiet certainty that what you want is already on its way. When resistance is gone, your energy becomes clear and receptive. Ideas start coming. Opportunities appear. People show up. Circumstances rearrange. Life begins to cooperate with you. This is why the greatest shift in manifestation is not doing more. It is allowing more. The less you resist, the faster everything aligns. A calm mind attracts solutions faster than a stressed one because clarity thrives in stillness. When your mind is overwhelmed, every thought feels tangled, every decision feels heavier, and every problem seems bigger than it truly is. Stress narrows your perspective, making it harder to see options, possibilities, or creative answers. But the moment you calm your inner world, everything begins to shift. Your thoughts slow down. Your awareness expands, and you start noticing the ideas that were always there but buried under noise. Calmness creates space for insight. It allows your intuition to speak. It lets your intelligence work at its highest level. When you're calm, you hear yourself more clearly. You think more logically. And solutions come to you naturally instead of through force. A calm mind works with life rather than against it, and that harmony opens doors that stress keeps closed. This is why peace isn't just comforting, it's powerful. A calm mind doesn't wait for answers, it attracts them. Relaxation is not laziness. It is alignment with clarity and power because true strength comes from a centered, balanced inner state. When you relax, you're not avoiding action, you're preparing yourself to act with precision, confidence, and insight. Laziness drains you because it is rooted in avoidance, guilt, and stagnation. Relaxation energizes you because it is rooted in trust, calmness, and alignment with your inner wisdom. When you relax, you quiet the unnecessary noise that distorts your thinking, and you tap into a deeper flow where ideas become clearer and decisions become easier. You gain the kind of power that doesn't come from force, but from presence. In this state, your actions become more purposeful and effective because they come from clarity rather than chaos. Relaxation sharpens your intuition, strengthens your belief, and reconnects you with your inner guidance. It is not a pause from life, it is the place where life begins to make perfect sense. The moment you stop chasing, the universe starts arranging because chasing creates tension, resistance, and a sense of lack that pushes what you want further away. When you are constantly striving, worrying, or forcing outcomes, you operate from a state of scarcity, and that energy repels the very things you desire. But the instant you release the frantic need to control, you allow the natural flow of life to take over. Opportunities begin to appear in unexpected ways. People step into your path, and circumstances shift effortlessly. The universe doesn't respond to desperation, it responds to alignment. When you stop chasing, you signal that you trust the process, that you are ready to receive, and that you are open to solutions that might be even better than what you imagined. In this space of ease, life begins to organize itself around you. Doors open, timing synchronizes, and what once felt distant now moves toward you naturally. You create the perfect conditions for manifestation not by pursuing, but by allowing. Stress blocks opportunities. Stillness reveals them because when your mind is tense, it becomes clouded with worry, fear, and scattered thoughts, making it nearly impossible to see the possibilities around you. Stress narrows your perception, making problems feel bigger and solutions feel out of reach. And it often convinces you that you have to force results or act hastily. Stillness, on the other hand, creates space for clarity. When you quiet the mind and release the rush of anxiety, you begin to notice things you couldn't see before, subtle signs, unexpected openings, and creative ideas that were always there but hidden under mental noise. In stillness, your intuition becomes sharper, your decisions become wiser, and your awareness expands. Opportunities that were invisible while you were stressed now emerge effortlessly. Life begins to guide you, and solutions appear in ways that feel natural and perfectly timed. Stillness doesn't mean doing nothing, it means creating the inner conditions for everything you desire to reveal itself. What you desire flows naturally when you stop forcing outcomes, because trying to control every detail creates tension and resistance that pushes what you want further away. When you obsess over how, when, you interfere with the natural rhythm of life, and your energy becomes scattered, making it difficult for opportunities to align with you. But the moment you release the need to manipulate circumstances, you enter a state of trust and allowance, and suddenly the universe can move freely on your behalf. When you stop forcing, doors open that you didn't even know existed. People and resources appear at exactly the right time, and solutions come from unexpected directions. Flow happens when there is no struggle, when your mind and heart are aligned, and when you act from confidence rather than desperation. Desires that once felt distant now move toward you with ease, because you have stopped blocking them with pressure, and in that space of calm expectation, everything begins to arrive naturally, effortlessly, and perfectly. Inner peace creates outer progress because everything you do in the external world is a reflection of the state within. When your mind is restless, anxious, or conflicted, your actions become scattered, decisions feel heavy, and even small tasks seem more difficult than they are. Stress clouds judgment, drains energy, and slows down the momentum of achievement. But when you cultivate inner peace, a calm certainty radiates through every thought and action. Your focus sharpens, your creativity flows, and you approach challenges with clarity and confidence. Peace within allows you to navigate obstacles with ease rather than resistance, turning problems into opportunities. It transforms effort from frantic pushing into inspired action, where every move is aligned with your goals. People notice the calm authority in your presence, doors open more readily, and relationships strengthen. Your outer world begins to reflect the stability and harmony you have nurtured inside. In this way, progress is no longer a struggle. It becomes a natural extension of the peace you carry within yourself. Letting go is the shortcut to receiving more, because holding on tightly to how things should happen creates resistance that blocks the flow of abundance into your life. When you cling to outcomes, control situations, or obsess over timing, you trap your energy in tension and frustration, and what you want struggles to reach you. But the moment you release attachment, doubts, and the need to force results, you create space for new possibilities to enter. Letting go doesn't mean giving up on your desires. It means trusting that the universe knows the perfect way and timing for them to arrive. It is in this space of surrender that opportunities, ideas, and resources can flow to you effortlessly. The more you relax your grip, the more life moves in your favor, often in ways that exceed your expectations. By letting go, you step into alignment with the natural currents of manifestation, and what you have been seeking begins to find its way to you with ease, grace, and unexpected perfection. Relaxing strengthens belief, and belief speeds manifestation, because when you are calm and at ease, your mind is free from doubt, fear, and the tension that clouds certainty. Stress and worry weaken your faith, making it harder to truly trust that what you desire is possible or on its way. But when you relax, you create a fertile mental environment where confidence can grow naturally. In this state, you can vividly imagine, feel, and accept your desires as if they are already yours, and that inner certainty begins to radiate outward. Belief is the energy that attracts what you want, and the stronger and clearer your belief, the faster the universe responds. Relaxation allows belief to take root and flourish without interference from anxiety or impatience. The calm mind acts like a magnet, drawing circumstances, people, and opportunities toward your goals. In essence, the more you allow yourself to be relaxed and trusting, the more rapidly your desires begin to materialize, and the easier it becomes to align with the life you are meant to live. When you trust the timing, everything arrives exactly when it should because life has a natural rhythm that is far greater and wiser than any plan you could force. Impatience and frustration come from the belief that things must happen according to your schedule, but this often leads to pushing, forcing, and creating resistance that delays what you desire. Trusting timing means letting go of that need to control and believing that the universe orchestrates events perfectly, even when it doesn't look like it to your eyes. When you surrender to this flow, you open yourself to opportunities and solutions that may be far better than what you imagined. You stop creating unnecessary obstacles with worry, and instead, your energy aligns with the natural unfolding of your desires. Every person, circumstance, and event begins to appear at the right moment, bringing exactly what is needed for your growth and fulfillment. Trusting timing allows patience to replace anxiety, clarity to replace confusion, and faith to replace doubt, ensuring that what is meant for you arrives fully and perfectly, without force, without struggle, and without delay. Remember, this life does not require your struggle, your worry, or your frantic efforts. What life responds to is your calm, your trust, your unwavering belief, and your willingness to allow. When you relax, you stop blocking the flow of your desires. When you trust, the universe rearranges itself in your favor. When you let go, opportunities, answers, and blessings arrive effortlessly. The power to manifest everything you want is not in chasing, forcing, or controlling. It is in your ability to be still, to breathe, to believe, and to align with the natural rhythm of life. Relax, trust, and allow, and watch as everything you have ever dreamed of begins to come to you with ease, grace, and perfection.